I know I need to get myself sorted, I just don't have the time or energy to do it with everything going on at the moment. If you have ever said or felt this before, you need to watch this video. I used to struggle with exactly this years ago, back when I was renovating this house. I just started my coaching business, I was working 2 other jobs, and I was trying to have some sort of a life at the same time. But I overcame it, got myself into fantastic shape, gained about 6 kilos of muscle, and most importantly, learned how to manage myself effectively so I didn't feel stressed. I beat crippling anxiety, and I learned how to manage it with all the things that I had going on. I've also been running my coaching program, Lead from the Front, for coming close to 4 years now, and I've helped 88 clients over the past few years do exactly the same. So in this video, I want to share with you exactly what I did and what I do with clients to help them overcome this sort of situation. If you're really wanting to get yourself sorted, you want to get yourself in fantastic shape physically and mentally, start training again, start looking after yourself again, ultimately getting yourself feeling better, but you're feeling like I just don't have the time or I don't have the energy with everything going on at the moment. Before I get stuck into the content for this video specifically, I just wanted to let you know I've got a free 3-step mini series called How to Get Your Shit Together and Stay in Shape for Life that covers the first 3 steps that you need to take in order to get yourself sorted. It covers effective weekly planning, how to actually schedule your week in an effective way, covers training, covers nutrition, it covers self-reflection. So if you would like an actual more formal structured system to follow, you're very welcome to grab that. It will be in the link in the description, or visit www.leadfromthefront.co.uk. Just put your name and email in and I will send you over the first step in the free 3-step mini series. It's delivered in small little chunks over the next 3 days, so it gives you plenty of time to implement because that's what's going to give you results. So if you'd like to grab that, feel free to hit the link in the description or visit the website and I will send it straight to you. But back to the content for this video. Why am I sharing these lessons with you? I understand how fucking hopeless it can feel when all you want to do is get yourself sorted. You want to get to the gym, you want to eat healthier, but one thing after another outside of the gym is stopping you from doing that. I know how it feels and I understand the position you're in, but I can categorically say now, and this is really important to understand, that if you struggle to prioritize yourself when life gets busy, that is not a training problem. That is a self-awareness and personal management problem. The reason I'm saying that is because you need to solve the right problem. Like, if all you're looking for is a new training plan to follow, but the thing that is actually stopping you is stuff outside of the gym, your stress management, your hectic schedule, your mindset, how you're thinking about things, and you're not even getting to the gym in the first place. A different gym program is not the thing that's going to allow you to do that consistently. You need to solve for the right problem. You need to address the things outside of the gym, which I'm going to share with you in this video, so that you can then implement the stuff inside the gym. And this is a massive theme around the work that I do with clients, is around self-awareness and stress management. Because if you're reliant on having a clear run or a clear schedule or a time in life where there's far less responsibilities in order for you to look after yourself, you will never achieve consistency and you'll never feel in control, because ultimately it's outside of your control. You're always reliant on the external situation you're in as to whether or not you have permission to make progress. We want to get to a point where we have the self-awareness of what's going on for us. We know what we need as individuals in order to manage that best. And we want to have the ability to adapt our approach based on life's demands. So we never hit the stop button. We might slow down or speed up, but we never stop completely. I want to share with you 4 key principles that I used and also my clients use to overcome this sort of situation. Number 1 is adapt, don't stop. We really want to stay in motion. Imagine there's this giant boulder. How much energy and strength and willpower and discipline is it going to take for you to get that boulder moving? It takes so much energy to overcome that initial inertia. But once the boulder is in motion, it requires far less energy for you to keep it going. And it's exactly the same with your behaviors. So if you encounter a busy period, we want to adapt what we're doing, not stop completely. So just think, you're late home from work, you thought you were going to have an hour at the gym, but actually now you only have half an hour. The problem is when you let that become a barrier so that you don't do anything. Instead, if you've had a stressful day and you've only got half an hour, you need to adapt your workout to how you feel and the time you have available so that you can still show up. Because if you stay in motion like that, that's how you don't always have this stop, start, because you're always going to be moving forward, even if it's not exactly what you had in mind. We don't want to hit the stop button. We want to keep that boulder moving at all times. It might slow down, it might speed up, but that is the thing. We actually want to adapt it, not just sack it off completely. And I actually encourage clients, whenever they can't do, say, the program that I've given them on a given day, because something's come up, but they tell me the gym was really busy, instead I did this. I love that. That is something to be celebrated, because that is this mindset in action of adapting, not stopping. So that is principle number one. Number two is energy is something you create. It is something you generate for yourself. So if you are currently not training consistently or at all, because you don't have the energy with everything going on at the moment, I want to ask you, how many things are you doing in life proactively right now that give you energy, that actually recharge you and make you feel better? Because energy is something that you have to generate and create for yourself. It does not just appear or happen by default. And I can guarantee you that if you are currently feeling like you've got too much on your plate at the moment, there's not enough energy for you to go to the gym as well, you are going to have a massive imbalance between the things that are taking energy away from you, like work, life stress, family stress, looking after other people, and the things that are giving you energy. Rest, looking after yourself, getting a workout in, personal development. If there is an imbalance between those things, we need to actually start balancing them out more so that you're engaging in more behaviors that are going to allow you to generate and create energy for yourself. So think, how many things are you currently doing in your life that are giving you energy? Number three is more time doesn't equal better results. If you are really wanting to get yourself sorted and get yourself in great shape, but you're feeling like I don't have the time with everything going on at the moment, you will be pleased to know that it does not matter how much time you have. If you cannot do an hour, that's okay. You can still make fantastic changes and get great results by doing 20 minutes, 30 minutes. More time doesn't equal better results. It's about what you're doing within that time. Is it intense? Is it actually counting? Is it giving your body a signal to change? So focus more on the intensity and what type of signal you're sending to your body, because it's such a costly process to build muscle and change your physique. There needs to be a strong reason to do it. So focus on having intensity within your 20 minutes, half an hour, however long you have, rather than focusing on time. Because let's be honest, most people fuck about on TikTok or Instagram in between their sets for 5 minutes. So any intensity just drops down massively. Full transparency, I train on average inside the gym for between 40 to 50 minutes, 60 at a push. And so do my clients. A lot of my clients, even especially in the early stages, are training like 20 to 40 minutes. And that's because we see the gym and training as a tool to improve our life, not the be all end all. So we don't want to spend hours in the gym. And you'll be pleased to know that if you haven't got the time at the moment, or feel that you haven't got the time, you do not need to have hours of time to do it. Just think, what time do you have available? If it's 20 minutes, literally choose 3 or 4 exercises, 10 reps on each, do them as many times as you can for 20 minutes. That is going to be hard, and that will be enough of a signal for your body to start changing in a positive way. So more time doesn't equal better results. And lastly, start saying no. You do not get what you want. You will get what you tolerate. Please listen to that again. You do not get what you want, you get what you tolerate. And I want you to think now, what are you currently tolerating within work, within your personal life, within your relationships, that you do not need to? Because if you are saying yes to everything and just doing this because it's easier to do it yourself, if you're picking up everyone else's slack within work and they're maybe underperforming, but you're thinking, oh, I'll just do it myself because that's easier. In the moment, it might be, but long term, that is taking up massive energy from you as an individual. That is not your responsibility. So instead of just saying yes all the time, start changing your default answer to no. Or let me go and check my calendar and I will get back to you. Because that is going to give you the time, space to really look at your calendar and be like, right, do I have time for this? Do I want to do this? What is the cost, energy-wise, money-wise, time-wise, going to be for me? And is it worth saying yes to? Honestly, my default response to pretty much everything is no, or I'll have a look and get back to you at a certain date and time, because I need to protect my energy. There are things that I'm focused on, and I am not responsible for everyone else's stuff. And I appreciate there is obviously a skill to communicating your boundaries effectively in a way that doesn't make you seem like a dick. And this is something I do have a training for my clients called the Protect the Fort Boundary System, and could be a whole other video in itself. But in short, you need to start saying no more. You do not need to do everything that you're currently doing in life. It is not your responsibility. And if you keep saying yes to everything and trying to please everyone else, that is at the expense of you. And that will be why you don't have the headspace, why you don't have the energy, why you don't have the time to go and train and look after yourself and engage in personal development. If you do not change this proactively, it will not change by default. You have to take responsibility for it. So here are a few actions you could go and do right now. Make a list of all the things that you're currently doing in life that drain your energy. It doesn't have to be that you hate them. Like for me, actually making YouTube videos and podcasts and working with clients, I do really enjoy, but it does drain my energy because there is an energy cost involved to doing it. And make a list of all the things that are taking energy away from you. And then make a list of all the things that are actually giving you energy. They're allowing you to recharge. They're allowing you to generate energy, whether it's meaningful rest, whether it is training and getting to the gym and doing something for yourself, whether it is having fun and seeing great people. Now look at those lists. And if you're in the position where you don't feel like you have the energy or time to train, I guarantee that that list of draining energy is so much bigger than giving you energy. It's your responsibility to start tipping that back into balance. Number 2, set yourself a behavior tally. This is something I saw massive success with in my training last year, and I will link it in here for you. But focus on showing up and doing the behavior. Focus on putting a tally on the whiteboard. Because the goal here isn't to have a perfect training session. The goal here is to still engage, to adapt, not stop, and still show up for yourself. And allow yourself to change the intensity of what you're doing, or even your workout as a whole if you really aren't feeling it. Because that's going to allow you to achieve consistency first, and you can always optimize things later. Number 3, set yourself a time limit for sessions. If you genuinely feel time is the limiting factor, then set yourself a time limit, because it's so much easier to commit to something when you know, right, this workout is going to take me 20 minutes. This workout is going to take me 30 minutes. It's much easier to mentally commit to that then. And lastly, have a think at work, home, personal life. What things are you currently saying yes to that you don't need to? And start saying no. Start letting the other person know, hey, I've been doing this, but actually I can't do this moving forward. Because when you do that, that's going to free up time and energy and headspace for yourself, so you can start investing that back into you and getting yourself feeling great again. So I really hope you found that useful. And if you want to sort yourself out and get yourself feeling physically and mentally great again, but you haven't got the time or the energy to do so, please go and do those action steps, because that will get you instantly feeling so much better. And if you had any questions or find this valuable, please drop a comment below. I love hearing your feedback. And remember, if you would like a more detailed guide of exactly how to do this in a more step-by-step system, feel free to grab my free mini series, How to Get Your Shit Together and Stay in Shape for Life. Grab it at the link in the description, or visit www.leadfromthefront.co.uk and I will email it straight over to you.